When you call their name, they don't even glance in your direction. You say, "Come here," and they just blink slowly, have a good stretch, and wander off. It's the classic cat, isn't it? But what if I told you that behind that calm, unreadable expression, your cat is comprehending far more than you realize? This is a look at 5 words your cat genuinely understands, as confirmed by experts. Before we explore what those words are, I need to ask for something that isn't about this channel but is entirely about your cat. If you are committed to building a more profound and meaningful connection with your feline companion, if you wish to understand them on a deeper level, not merely as a pet, but as an incredibly intuitive friend, then please take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and enable notifications. This isn't just about boosting numbers. It's because the more individuals who grasp how cats truly communicate, the more cats in the world will feel acknowledged, respected, and emotionally secure. And if you're here, I'm confident you won't hesitate. Let's begin. We've all been told the same things. Cats don't follow commands, they don't care about what you say, and they aren't like dogs who understand words. And yet, every person with a cat has a story that contradicts this. You mention the word food, and suddenly a cat materializes at your feet. You whisper their name from the other side of the room, and their head perks up. You say no just one time, and they halt mid-action. So what is actually happening? Are cats deliberately ignoring us, or are we simply failing to understand them? Here is what the experts have to say, and believe me, it will transform everything you thought you knew. In a pioneering study from researchers at Sophia University in Japan, scientists discovered that cats are capable of recognizing their own names, even when said by a complete stranger. Their reactions are subtle, a turn of the head, a flick of the ear, or a twitch of the tail. But the response is undeniably consistent. Even more remarkably, cats can differentiate between various words, not because they grasp our language, but because they link specific sounds with emotions, routines, and outcomes. They aren't simply memorizing sounds. They are deciphering patterns of cause and effect. Say treat, and then provide one, and they learn sound equals reward. Say vet in an anxious tone while grabbing the carrier, and they learn word equals stress. Over time, your cat compiles a mental dictionary of your sounds, connecting them to your emotional state, facial expressions, daily patterns, and energy. This isn't random. It's a form of language comprehension on a feline scale. Let me elaborate further. Cats are not ignoring you. They are analyzing you. While dogs are pack animals conditioned to obey vocal cues, cats are solitary predators by nature. Their survival depends on careful observation and making calculated decisions. So if your cat hears a word and doesn't react right away, it's not a lack of understanding. It's because they are processing. Is this important for me? What is the consequence of responding? Has this sound led to a positive result in the past? When the answer is affirmative, they act. This is why countless cat owners see their felines respond to highly specific words, tones, or even entire sentences, but only on their own terms. This isn't stubbornness. It's a form of calculated intelligence. But this is where it becomes even more profound. Cats don't just register what we say. They feel how we say it. They are incredibly sensitive to the nuances of tone, pitch, rhythm, and emotional energy. A soft, upward-inflected tone might suggest play, while a slow, low voice can feel soothing. A sharp, high-pitched command could induce stress or avoidance. This is why the exact same word, spoken in different ways, can elicit completely different responses. You aren't just communicating with your cat through words. You're communicating with energy, emotion, and consistency. When these 3 elements are in harmony, your cat listens, learns, and responds. So the next time someone insists that cats don't understand you, just smile. You know a secret they don't. Cats understand what's important, and when your words originate from a place of connection rather than command, they are listening more intently than you can imagine. Now let's go deeper. Scientists and feline behaviorists have pinpointed 5 particular words or categories of words that cats are most inclined to understand, words that evoke recognition, reaction, and even emotional connection. Some of them may already be a part of your daily interactions, even if you never knew their true impact. Shall we find out what they are? So, which words truly resonate with your cat? Let's be perfectly clear. Your cat doesn't speak English, Portuguese, or any other human language. However, it is fluent in energy, tone, repetition, and most critically, association. When these components merge in a word you use consistently, that word transforms into a trigger, a signal, a private code shared between you and your feline companion. Let's examine the 5 most scientifically and behaviorally confirmed words that cats comprehend and learn how to use them to fortify your bond. 1. Their own name. This might appear obvious, but its significance shouldn't be overlooked. Studies like the one from Sophia University have demonstrated that cats do recognize their names, even from strangers. But here's the nuance. They don't always react in ways humans anticipate. They may not come running or meow back, but they do hear it and connect it to you. Cats learn their names via positive reinforcement. When you say their name and immediately follow it with food, affection, or eye contact, their brain forges a neural link. Milo equals love, Luna equals attention, Pickle equals safety. To use it effectively, say their name in a calm, warm voice during moments of connection, not just when you're frustrated or calling them for something unpleasant. Avoid associating their name with scolding or anger, as this erodes trust. Integrate their name into daily rituals, before meals, cuddles, and playtime. Over time, their name evolves from a mere sound into a symbol of your bond. 2. Words related to food or mealtime. Treat, breakfast, hungry. Even the crinkle of a bag or the pop of a can lid can function as a word in your cat's vocabulary. Why? Because repetition paired with a predictable outcome teaches them that this specific sound signals a food reward. Some cats even react to full phrases like, "Are you hungry?" Not because they process each word, but because the tone, cadence, and context remain consistently the same. To use this, select a single word or phrase and use it reliably before feeding. Maintain a cheerful, light tone. Refrain from teasing or saying the word without delivering, as this will teach them to disregard it. If you've ever been subjected to meows 30 minutes before dinner, you're witnessing learned communication in action, not just hunger. 3. No, when used correctly. This one is complex. Cats don't grasp no in the same way dogs do. They aren't driven by a desire to please you. They're driven by self-interest and what serves them best. However, cats do react to short, sharp, consistent sounds, particularly when those sounds interrupt an action or prevent something undesirable. If your cat leaps onto the counter and you say no firmly, followed by gently removing them, and you do this every single time, they will start to connect that sound with a boundary. The power isn't in the word no itself, but in the energy, consistency, and subsequent action attached to it. To use it, employ a firm but not angry tone. Single-syllable sounds work best, like no, ah, or a quick hey. Never yell, hit, or frighten them. The objective is to establish a clear boundary, not to instill fear. Your cat requires consistency, not punishment. 4. Routine-linked words. Toy, brush, bed, outside. Cats thrive on routine. They commit patterns to memory, not only through actions, but also through language. If every time you say brush and then pick up the grooming tool, they receive a pleasant pampering session, they will eventually react to the word alone. The same principle applies to toy, window, bedtime, or any object or activity that is consistently paired with a word and an emotion. To use it, say the word while holding the related object. Repeat it during the activity, and always couple it with a positive element, like a gentle voice, soft touch, or playtime. In time, the object becomes less important. The word itself becomes the cue. 5. Emotional words. Come here, love you, mama. This is where things become truly profound. Cats are more responsive to emotion than to literal content. If you say come here every time you open your arms, get down on their level and speak softly, they will learn that this combination signifies safety and affection. Eventually, even abstract words like I love you or mama can acquire meaning, not from their dictionary definition, but from the feeling you infuse into them. To use these, speak these words during intimate moments, while petting, cuddling, or talking quietly. Pair them with eye contact and a calm energy. Over weeks and months, these become your personal phrases, emotionally charged triggers that hold a special meaning just for you and your cat. Now, this raises a critical question. If these words are effective, why do some cats seem to completely disregard them? Why does one person say, treat, and receive an instant reaction, while another gets nothing more than a dismissive tail flick? As it turns out, the word itself is not always the issue. Sometimes the problem lies in how we use it, or even the energy we project. Because as much as cats comprehend sounds, they are even more adept at sensing what goes unsaid. This leads us to a realization most cat owners never have, but once you do, your entire approach to communication will change forever. Why your cat might be ignoring you. It's not what you think. So, you've been using their name. You've tried treat, no, come here, and even I love you, but your cat just gives you a blank stare or worse, walks away. You start to question if they can even hear you or if you're doing something wrong. Here is a truth that many people never learn, and it could forever alter your perspective on your cat. Your cat likely hears every word, but they choose what is worthy of a response. This doesn't signal a lack of care. It means they are highly perceptive of things we humans frequently miss. When we violate the rules of their emotional language, they disengage. Let's explore the 5 most frequent reasons your cat might be tuning you out, even when you're using all the right words. 1. You're inconsistent. Imagine if someone said your name in 3 different ways, with 3 different tones, for 3 different reasons. Sometimes with love, sometimes with anger, and sometimes for no reason at all. How would you know when it was important to respond? That's the experience for your cat when we lack consistency. If you say treat sometimes before giving food, other times just to tease, and other times while laughing with a friend, the sound becomes meaningless noise. Cats depend on patterns. If the pattern is erratic, they tune it out. The fix: decide how and when you'll use important words and be consistent. The key is combining repetition with a consistent emotional tone to achieve recognition. 2. Your energy doesn't match your words. You might be saying something kind, but your body is rigid, or you might say, come here, with an edge of impatience in your voice. To a cat, this discrepancy is confusing and can even be alarming. Remember, cats evolved to detect subtle energetic shifts in their environment. A minute change in posture, a breath held for too long, or a voice with an off-kilter rhythm, they perceive it all. They don't react to what you say. They react to the energy you project. The fix: before speaking to your cat, center yourself. Speak calmly and gently with your full attention. Let your body language and your voice convey the same message. 3. There's too much noise. The television, phone notifications, traffic from outside, overlapping conversations, it might all fade into the background for us. But for a cat, it's an overwhelming sensory experience. Their hearing is exceptionally acute, and when they are overstimulated, your voice becomes just another sound in the auditory chaos. Even worse, if your command word is lost within this chaos, they'll learn to disregard it, not from defiance, but because they can't isolate it from the noise. The fix: carve out quiet moments. Say important words during calm periods with clear intention. Teach your cat that your voice is something special, not just another sound in the storm. 4. You broke their trust without realizing it. This one can be difficult to face. Sometimes we call them over and then immediately try to clip their nails. Or we say, come here, only to scoop them up for a trip to the vet. Or we call their name in a sharp tone after they've knocked something over. Over time, those words become linked to stressful experiences rather than pleasant ones. Cats remember emotional outcomes, and when their trust is compromised, even in small ways, they grow cautious, quiet, and distant. The fix: rebuild trust with patience. Use their name and other keywords exclusively in safe, positive contexts. Avoid tricking them, even for necessary tasks. Offer them choices instead of commands. 5. They're responding in their own way. Sometimes, their seeming indifference is actually a form of communication, just not the one you're looking for. Cats communicate through eye contact, tail movements, ear positions, body posture, silence, and physical presence. If you say, come here, and they give you a slow blink from across the room, they might be conveying, I hear you, I'm considering it, I trust you, but I will come when I am ready. This isn't disobedience. It's a display of their independence, offered with affection on their own terms. The fix. Learn to interpret their signals. Don't mistake silence for a lack of connection. Look for the micro-responses, a twitch of an ear, a pause in their grooming, a lift of their tail. That is their way of saying, I'm listening. And here's something rarely discussed. When a cat ceases to respond to your voice, it's seldom about the words. It's about the relationship. Your cat is most attentive when they feel safe, seen, respected, and free to make their own choices. The question then shifts from, what word should I use? To what emotional environment am I creating for this word to be received? Because the moment your cat trusts that your words stem from a loving, safe place, that is the moment they will begin to respond once more. Now that you're aware of the obstacles and how to navigate them, it's time for the part everyone has been waiting for. How do you actually teach your cat to respond to words with love, curiosity, and confidence? What is the secret to creating a vocabulary that you both understand and that your cat willingly chooses to engage with? Let's unlock that mystery together. How to teach your cat to understand words and deepen your bond forever. By now, you know that cats do comprehend specific words. Not in the way we do, but in their own intuitive, emotional manner. You've also seen the reasons they might disregard those words, and how we can inadvertently damage the lines of communication. But now, let's change our approach. Let's talk about how to rebuild that connection and even make it stronger than you ever imagined. The reality is that any cat can learn to associate human words with emotions, routines, and affection. All it requires is patience, intention, and consistency. So let's explore how you can teach your cat not just to recognize words, but to form a genuine connection with them. Step 1. Choose a core vocabulary. Begin with 3 to 5 meaningful words. These should be linked to things your cat already experiences every day: feeding, playing, resting, and affection. Examples could be their name, treat, come here, brush, nap time, or love you. Avoid overcomplicating things. The aim is emotional repetition, not grammatical correctness. Select words you truly enjoy saying, as your energy is just as important as the word itself. Step 2. Pair words with action every time. This is the crucial step. Say the word immediately before the action begins and use the exact same tone, rhythm, and body language each time. For instance, say treat, then walk to the drawer, and then give the treat. Say brush, then slowly lift the brush, and then gently begin grooming. Your cat will start to link the sequence of sound, movement, and outcome. The next time you say treat, watch their ears twitch, their eyes widen, and their paws move in your direction. They understand. Step 3. Reinforce with emotion. Every time your cat responds to a word, positively reinforce it. This doesn't mean clapping or cheering, which could startle them. It means offering soft praise, loving eye contact, slow blinks, and a gentle voice, communicating in cat language. Why? Because cats are emotional learners. They remember how they felt when they responded, not just what they did. Make the moment warm, safe, and positive. Your cat isn't a student taking a test. They are a partner in a shared language. Step 4. Be patient and consistent. This is not a process to be hurried. Some cats may take days to respond to a new word, while others might take weeks, and that is perfectly fine. If your cat walks away or doesn't seem to react, don't give up. Continue speaking with calm repetition. Trust the process and never use these words to deceive or manipulate them. This shatters trust, and once it's broken, it takes a long time to repair. Remember, every word is like a thread, and over time, these threads weave together something profound. A silent, sacred understanding between two very different beings who have found a way to speak the same language. Bonus tip. Create a safe word for bonding. Select a phrase you use only during moments of pure affection, like, I love you, my baby, or a special nickname. Use it softly during cuddles or when your cat is curled up beside you. In time, this phrase will become more than just a sound. It will become a signal of safety, love, and presence, something your cat will recognize even in their sleep. Cats may not fetch the newspaper or obey commands on cue, but when a cat learns to trust your voice, to respond to your words, and to seek you out upon hearing them. That isn't just communication, it's connection. That's the moment you transition from being just a human to becoming their chosen person. And now that you've seen the science, the stories, the reasons, and the methods, there's only one thing left for you to do. Go talk to your cat. Speak gently, intentionally, and lovingly. They've been listening this whole time. Thank you so much for watching. If this video has helped you understand your cat even a little better, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share it with someone who loves cats as much as you do. Your cat deserves to be heard, and so do you.